Okay, so real quick, don't skip ahead. Even if you don't watch the discussions, I've got something to say. If you're only here for the reactions, just so you're not confused, and I'll show it on screen, at around the 7-minute mark, around this point in the episode, my camera cuts out, and it's, as far as I know, it's like that for the rest of the episode. So, yeah, apologize for that. I believe that had something to do with my VPN being on. Usually my VPN isn't on during the actual episodes, so this has never been a problem before. I've had it occasionally cut up, but not recently, so it's never really been a problem. Thankfully, I still have the audio, but I'm not going to make you suffer without the audio. I'm planning on just having, like, a freeze frame of my face, just so you don't see those stupid little... You don't just so you don't just see these stupid little dots right here. But I might change my mind on what exactly I want to do when the camera cuts out. But that's just a fair warning. You're not going to see my face for most of the recording, because I don't notice it until after the episode is over. But with that out of the way, let's just get back to the video. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another anime reaction video. Today, we're finally getting back more into Eden Zero. It's been a little while, it's been a week. Finally getting to another episode of Eden Zero. The weight's been kind of killing me, you know? The weight's been kind of killing me. Finally, we got to see more of Xiao Mei as, like, a character. We're going off to, fuck, what was the planet called? It was a crystal planet. I forget what it's called. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna look it up. It's too much work. And there, we're apparently gonna find Valkyrie and probably Drac and Joe. Probably gonna get into some fights there. Really excited, but a little bit scared at the same time. Don't know what kind of shit Drac and Joe's gonna pull, especially since he's apparently the most evil person in the Sakura cosmos. Now, this is coming out a little bit, well, not coming out a little bit late. Hopefully, this will be coming out at the same time as it always does. Sundays at around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The only problem is this release was really late. For one thing, it's not even Aoneko subs. I don't. At least, let me check if Aoneko has done anything, because this was a kind of a late thing. Oh, there's already a version 2? You're kidding me. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. Hold on a second. Apparently, there's already a version 2 for it's not a specific group. It's just apparently what they're doing is they're using the manga translation for the subtitles, and I don't know how that's gonna go. Apparently, there's some small error corrections and some mistiming with subtitles at a specific time area. It's not a huge download or whatever, but again, not Aoneko. So right now it's 8:30 p.m. where I'm at. I was busy recording some other reactions when it finally released, so that combined with how long it's took to get this, you know, in general, to get around to recording this, it should be up, but who knows at this point, because after this I still obviously have to edit it and then upload it, so that'll basically be the next hour and a half of my night. Maybe even 2 hours, depending on how long rendering and uploading takes. Oh, that's right, uploading's always the longest part of this. It's really a pain in the ass sometimes, but I guess I'll get over it. This is gonna be a little bit before the episode finishes downloading, so I'll come back when it's ready. Okay, now we should be good. As long as I don't look again and there isn't a version 3, we should be okay. Should be okay to go. So, as always, unless you're new here, link down in the description below will take you to the full-length, uncut reaction. So go ahead and watch the reaction on one of those links, then come back to YouTube for the discussion. Without further ado, let's get into episode 19, Eden Zero. Almost at the 20 mark. What just happened? Why is my camera off? What the... Whew. Well, it might have been because my camera is connected to my computer via Wi-Fi. And you can even see it lagging now. I don't know what the deal with that is, but oh, it's better now. And I had a VPN turned on. Oh boy. That kind of sucks, but you know what doesn't suck? This episode. This is an amazing episode. unfortunately, it ended too goddamn soon, if you ask me. I really want more, but just gonna have to wait another week. But going back to talking about this episode, real quick, let's run through that, actually. There was definitely a bit more spelling errors here and there throughout the episode. I don't know if there was any, like, mistakes other than, like, grammar or, like, spelling errors that I noticed at the very least. Me not being a manga reader and obviously not having the, you know, the official subtitles or what are considered to be the definitive subtitles, because this isn't a finished series yet, at least the anime. But they set up so much interesting stuff. I guess this is really mostly just set up for the Sun Jewel arc, because we just got to the planet Sun Jewel. So now we need to establish the main antagonists. Well, establish a new main antagonist, potentially, that being Scarlet Woman, and establish the presence of a different main villain, that being Draken Joe, and then set the stakes, really. Because one of the most interesting things they introduced is just this weird society we're living in. Something we live in society. Yeah, I know. But first of all, it's very dystopian, very futuristic dystopian, cheering on as people are executed because it'll keep them safer. And, like, to be fair, yeah, it would keep you safer, but it's also completely unethical just to murder anyone for committing crimes. That's really... It's effective, but it's completely unethical and immoral. And the potential of what we're gonna see in regards to, like, these characters, because we're getting dark again. We're setting up for this to be darker than what happened on Gilst. And I'm first of all, I'm here for it, and second of all, I wonder what kind of powers the Scarlet Woman has outside of this red beam that looks like it takes a little while to charge up. Well, it does apparently take a while to charge up. As far as we know, it's pretty fast, like probably maybe speed of light, maybe? I don't know. But it can track people from a distance, because it appears she's high up in a tower without needing to really do much besides just, like, I don't know. Because as far as I know, there's not really surveillance either. And you know what? That answers my question about not having security, is having her. The new captain guy is interesting too. Don't have a name as far as we know, but Eden's One would have to be a part of the Aqua Cosmos, wouldn't it? Unless he has some sort of understanding of the Sakura Cosmos and went there before with this Eden's One crew. But either way, he's a really interesting addition to the cast, because one just like the first shot of him when he's just in space with that around the fish. The biggest questions I have is, he said it was a coincidence, I'll believe that, but how much oxygen did he have anyway? And how long was he there in space? Like, because I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was almost like then all of a sudden I was drifting away in another universe. First of all, how did that happen? He just got, like, teleported to a different universe separate from his own or something? Or yeah, exactly. It's so... Who would even be capable of doing that? Why would they teleport him? How did he just end up here? How long ago was that? What is Eden Zero? Who is the crew? Who is... As far as I know, we haven't seen this guy before. Maybe he was in the background and I just didn't notice him. But clearly he's got to know... Because clearly he knows something about Eden Zero and the Demon King and all that. He seems quite familiar with everything. He was very, very easily got accustomed to the clothes making thing. He's definitely really entertaining. Like, you definitely shouldn't teach your youngins. Swears. I don't technically know how old Pino is, but the point still stands. And he's a goddamn expert pilot. What does he say when he's walking away to his nap? I don't think a coincidence like this was possible, or fate. Was it coincidence or fate? Or did something else have to do with it? I don't know. Because, to be fair, fate hasn't necessarily been, like, established as, like, a thing in this universe. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Fate is a real thing in the series. Like, that's real. That's a thing that's been thoroughly established as a thing that exists within universe. That's not something that's happened here, so... But then why? That's the biggest question. And who? Who is Eden's 1? Because if Eden 0 is the Demon King... But the thing about that is, Eden 0... And what's an interesting thing that's been told me about the number 0 is that while in itself it is empty, it also has infinite potential, because like 0 can be 0 by itself, but if you just put in a 1 in front of it, it's 10, you know, and it has infinite possibility type thing. So I feel like that's part of why the name for the ship was called Eden 0, is because infinite potential and all that, and that's why the 0 is on Shiki's chest and whatever. He has infinite potential and all that, you know, cheesy, sappy shit out of the way. So Eden's 1. But Eden's 1, what does that mean? Because 0 or 1 is greater than 0, right? Is that an indication of what he... Because he's clearly very good. He's clearly a better pilot than even Witch, because they were going to go around it. That was going to take three days to go around the debris, but he shortcut through it. Got there in a day or less, I think. Like, this is insane. This is crazy. Wow. There's just a lot being set up here. For one thing, I'm really interested in this Scarlet Woman. What kind of other powers does she have? And, like, what did she do specifically to convince the people of Sun Jewel to so readily accept just seeing criminals be vaporized in front of them? Because I assume most people in our modern society right now would be traumatized if they saw that. So I just have to wonder what exactly happened to make that happen. And it could just be like one of those things that's never explained because evil, future dystopian or whatever, and that would be serviceable enough, but I'm genuinely curious if they do have something more than that. And then also Drek and Joe, of course, he's probably got his hands in everything, you know what I mean? He's really a mob boss type guy, which ironically I'm watching 91 Days right now, which is all about the Italian mafia. I wonder what kind of partnership they have. Obviously it's a money thing, that's what he wants, but did they establish this whole system together? Or did he move on in while she had already set it up, or something like that? I don't know. Either way, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I'm so excited to get more into this series. Oh, god damn it! I know Shiki and Homura can't be dead. There's no way. To be fair, I get the point of this beam is that there is no body left. It's just red stains and burn marks from where they were hit. But we didn't even really see that from the end there, so of course I don't believe it. It's just the question is how, and I kind of want to think it'll have something to do with Miss Valkyrie, because we saw a little bit of her friend from the opening with the bird. That's what that was. I thought it was something sinister, but no, it's someone who's maybe on our side. She's hanging out in the slums. I think I hope I'm right and that she's helping people, but I could be wrong. All I know is that I'm really excited to get more into this series. Oh god, I'm really scared to go back and watch the camera, because it's just gonna cut out and then I'm just not gonna realize it because I left the VPN on. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope my voice will have to suffice. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.